Prevention evolved for me after I had been working in anti-trafficking for about 6 years. At that point, I was working with all care for survivors after they had come out of trafficking. Wraparound services for them, helping them heal, rehabilitate, become educated, find those ways for sustainability for themselves. And also at that time, I was visiting brothels, red light districts, safe homes for survivors, and orphanages across the globe in almost every continent in the world. And what I started seeing is that I was seeing people with almost similar journeys and stories of their vulnerabilities that propelled them into trafficking. I started asking the survivors that I'd worked with, what could have been one thing that could have happened that would have prevented you from falling into the trap of trafficking? And every single survivor said, if I would have had one safe person, a community to come around me, people that would have asked me how I am, and really express that sense of belonging within a space or to a person, that would have curbed the entire trajectory of their lives of trafficking. And I thought, how are we as a community and as a globe focusing on prevention so that this doesn't continue to happen? Because I did not see us in the anti-trafficking space working on that prevention, which in my opinion is the only way. If we want to curb trafficking, the only way we can do that is through prevention work. And from that point on was when I said, okay, who's doing something about this? When I learned about Reclaim and the decades-long work of transformational community development, I knew that I wanted to be a part of this organization. Reclaim was also committed to pulling out the root systems and the things that perpetuate trafficking. And that is what made me really passionate then about the power of community and the power of belonging and the power of really engaging communities. When we are able to focus in one aspect like disability care, in turn, the results of that is actually helping to prevent trafficking. Everything is tied together within these communities. And so when we're able to address one area or 2 areas or 5 areas within a community, that alone is helping lift up the entire community and empower them. And of course, that relates to the realms of trafficking. I am asking you to give now so that we can see more communities experience abundant life and what it means to flourish and step into their God-given dignity. We cannot create healthy communities without you. And so I ask and invite you, will you join us